So this is the pound yen analysis for Thursday, 19th of October. Now, let's just have a look what happened on the 18th of October. So on the 18th of October, of concern to me was these small candles here. I did expect, as the candles were small and not indicating much in terms of a reversal, I did expect prices to possibly go down to test the 147.35 before finding support for a potential bounce to the upside. However, prices did continue in this range until we did have this this large bullish candle indicating that buyers have stepped back into the market, and this candle did come all the way up into the 200 period moving average with the 50 period moving average close by. So while we did have a bit of a rejection of the 48.46, the continuation of prices to the upside persisted, and prices successfully navigated the 48.46 and continued to the upside. Now we are into this potential dynamic resistance at the 400 period moving average, currently sitting at 49.16. And we do appear that at present to be breaking above it. There doesn't appear to be much resistance, so there doesn't appear to be much reaction to it. So a successful continuation of this should see prices potentially go up to 49.78, over which we'll be looking at the big round number of 150, above which 150.56, a previous week's pivot as highlighted here in blue, and above that 51.25. If, however, we do break down from 49.78, so it might just be a case of a zone of the 49.78 up to the 150. Within that 22-point zone, we would be potentially looking for prices to retrace back down to possibly 149, where we did find some resistance over here on a couple of occasions, before potentially going down to the 148.46. So 148.46. If, however, we do break down from this dynamic resistance, 147.35 again is a major level of support. I wouldn't anticipate prices breaking down further than that, all the way down to 146, but 147.35 would be, I'd expect to be the pretty much the extreme end of the potential range on Thursday, the 19th of October. So if I go out to the higher time frames, I suppose it would indicate bullish price momentum and a bias to the long side. So let's just have a look at the monthly chart. And again, on this monthly chart, we did come all the way down here, and this was 2016. We did have this strong bullish candle in November. We had a bit of consolidation, then break to the upside. The break to the upside, the largest of which was in September of 2017, so last month. And initially I did expect continuation of prices to the upside. Now we have had a bit of retracement, but the retracement has not been very deep. It has been quite weak in the context, in the shadow of the strong bullish move and break of the range, which the height of which was in and around the 147.35 and 148.46. So we did successfully break out of the range, and we do appear to be leaving the range again for another retest all the way possibly back up to 52.85, above which 54.72 would come into focus. So overall, on the monthly time frame, we do appear to be in a bullish territory, and that is supportive of the prices on the lower time frames. So if we go to have a look at the weekly chart, now on the weekly chart, the trend is not as strong as I'd like, as it does appear range bound, but we have been posting most recently higher lows, which are conducive to bullish price action. So we did have this on this weekly chart. We had this large move in September. We have had a bit of a pullback, and we have seemed to have caught a bid here on the week which opened the 9th, which was last week. Now we are coming up into the 400 period moving average, Currently sitting at, let's just get this correct, currently sitting at 149.29. Successful navigation of which the previously mentioned targets on the other time frames would come into focus. So if we were to see, yeah, those are the let's just have a look here. Yeah, because if this was a reversal, what would likely see is after last week's bullish move, which this week would be bearish in its continuation, indicating that last week's move may have just been news related, and the continuation of selling to the downside would have continued this week. But as we do appear to have caught a bid in the pound against the yen, yeah, it does appear poised for more upside momentum. So if we go down to the daily chart, let's have a look at the daily chart. Again, on the daily chart, we did have a rejection of all the way the previous high being at 52.85. We have come down, so we've had our lows here. We've appeared to have posted higher lows here. So we did catch a bit of a bid in and around the area here, which was resistance of 47.35. Price have come up, but they have not come back down to test the 47.35. And the fact that we had a candle on the 18th closing near its highs is a strong indication that prices do look poised for the upside. So even in this most recent trend we did on this daily chart, we've had our lows over here, and we've seemed to have posted a higher low in the context of this large bullish candle to the ups, which closed near its highs on the 18th. So that should wrap up the analysis for the pound versus the yen. So before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.